Hey up folks, I'm Guy Kestevan, the Tester Man, and today I'm not actually testing, I'm more Guy Kestevan, the intro man, because I'm just going to do a talk through on two new wheels from legendary French bicycle hoop and wheel creators, Mavic. We've got a carbon one, the CrossTrail SL, and we've got an alloy one, the CrossMax SLS. And interestingly, despite the difference in materials, they're actually a similar weight, despite being, alloy one being half the price of the carbon one. So, anyway, let's get on with the intro, shall we? I've already confused you enough, probably there. So, we'll start with the latest version of the absolute classic, the CrossMax. I mean, back in late 90s, this was the original kind of pre-manufactured wheel. They were the first people. I mean, Mavic had made rims, legendary rims, the rims everyone pretty much relied on for years and years and years. And then they suddenly came out with the CrossMax, which was the first time anyone had kind of put hub, spokes and rim all together in a package. And what's interesting, there's still quite a lot of similarities here. It's still a low spoke count wheel with these kind of obviously aero-bladed spokes, and what's always kind of been a mark of the CrossMaxes as they've been developed is you get what they call ISM, interspoke machining. So you get more metal moved, you get metal removed in between the spokes, so there isn't as much stress to lighten the rim. And this is now on its fourth evolution. This is ISM4 now, and this is a 25mm internal rim. So obviously it's a wheel for thinner tires, so they'd say up to about 2.3 or down to 2.1, but it's still e-bike compatible. And they also use this 4 spoke insertion, again something, because they, again, one of the first tubeless wheels. I remember, we'd have been in the late 90s down at Newnham Park, using these wheels, and with very, very early Hutchinson and Michelin tubeless tyres, which it took a long time to get them right, let's just say. But anyway, going back to the wheels we're talking about, what you've got is the spokes actually thread directly into the rim, or at least the nipples thread directly into the rim. So that leaves the rim bed completely solid. So you've got tape plus tubeless with this 4 system, which just makes it a lot more reliable. I mean, obviously I can't speak to how good these latest wheels are to put tyres onto. That'll be part of the review when that comes up. But certainly, when I've used Mavic wheels, the last time I used them a lot was on the tandem for enduro. So those D-Maxes lasted really, really well on there. And you've got still use their QRM bearings, so it's a semi-adjustable cartridge bearing system. You can actually take up the slack in yourself. They use what they call the new Infinity hub, so there's actually no contact or rub between the spokes, and all spokes front and rear are the same length. You get 24 spokes in each wheel, straight pull. I mean, they are a specific Mavic spoke, but you get 2 spokes with every wheel set, as long as the valves and the tool to adjust these QRM bearings as well. And then moving on to the rear wheel, again, Infinity hub for the rear, but you've got fairly chunky. It's not the fastest. I mean, they do call it Insta-Drive now, 360. And I think it's faster than it was. Oh God, I should have counted this. We're going to have to do a live count, folks. We're going to have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So divide that by 360 and that's how much lag you've got on here. So 36 would be 10 degrees. So it's 15 degrees, isn't it? I think. Is that right? Anyway, hit me up in the comments if I've got the maths wrong, or I'll put a caption on. So quite vocal as well, so relatively slow pickup on that. Maybe this isn't the Insta-Drive. Hang on. No, I think that's the other wheel that definitely has Insta-Drive on. So go to all the trouble of making notes, and then I always manage to miss out a crucial bit of information. But there we go. This is the CrossMax SLS. Relatively slim, shallow rim as well, but it's hookless. So obviously, as soon as I start using that, I'll let you know how it goes on in terms of mounting the tyres on it. And
And yeah, 700 quid, which is not a bad price for a wheel that only weighs a wheel set that weighs 1690 grams. So 790 for the front wheel and 900 for the back, which is a little bit heavier than Mavic say, but still a good weight for an aluminium cross-country wheel. And again, I say, you know, they've rated it for trail as well. So if you're only running narrower tyres, or you just like the feel of a narrower rim, which does give a faster feel, and it just tends to get a little bit more tyre instability, then presuming this lasts, that's definitely going to be well worth a look for a lot of people, maybe the more old school sort of cross-country folks. Anyway, I'm just yabbering on now. Let's not make things up. Let's just get them on the bike and get them tested. But the first wheel I will be putting into a build, which hopefully I'll be doing tonight, and racing at the weekend, and therefore you'll know about it a lot sooner, are these CrossTrail SLs. So, same Infinity hub, same Insta, that isn't quite Insta Drive hub on free hub on there, same QRM bearings. They come in 6-bolt or splined fitting for your rotors. They come in pretty much, well, they come in all the different free hubs you could want for your different cassettes and transmission systems. But, and again, Infinity hubs, so all the spokes are the same, front and rear, and there's no spoke contact, so you won't get any creak. But while the metal bits are all the same, the big difference here is you've got Mavic's latest carbon fibre rim on the outside. So 30mm internal, again, it's hookless, but it's taped, so you've got a pre-tape there. You get the valves with it. Slightly sad that it's a silver valve, but there's not really much showing. It would be nice to have an all-black valve. That would look a bit tidier. But apart from that, it's designed to be a MTB rated wheel. So Mavic say it's the lightest and strongest in its category. It's 730 grams for the front, 900 for the rear, so 1630, which isn't bad. And to be honest, I haven't gone through other e-bike rated wheels, so they might be right, but what I do know is 1630 grams is a good weight that's comparable with a lot of other carbon trail wheels. So that's a good thing. And at 1450 quid, it's a competitive price as well. So, like I say, what I'm going to do next is get some tyres on these. Then, obviously, while I'm doing the wheel build, I'll let you know. And obviously, while I'm doing the bike build, I'll let you know how that went, because that's obviously a big part of wheel performance is how easily the tyres go on. And then we'll start getting the miles in on them. So that's my introduction to these two new Mavic wheel sets. Mavic going forwards, once I get some stock, will be sponsoring the channel with shoes. So probably should have said that at the start, shouldn't I? I'll put a caption in, because I don't want to beat around the bush. If people are supporting the channel, they're supporting the channel. As you hopefully realise after me talking through these wheels, I'll always be completely honest about any other attendant product that comes in alongside any sponsorship. You know, because if my opinion can be bought, it's not worth anything, is it? So they'll just have to. But they know, people who want to sponsor the channel know what I'm like, and they know I'm always going to speak the truth as far as I can ascertain it. So yeah, Mavic will be sponsoring the channel, but that won't have any effect on the reviews I do around their products. And they're not sponsoring me for wheels, because I do so much wheel content, and people rely on me being, you know, super honest about my wheel content and reviews. And because I'm really into wheels as well, I didn't want to muddy those waters by obviously making a direct connection. I'll use wheels where I see there's merit in using those wheels. Yeah, that's about as simple as it gets. But in this instance, I will be using these wheels in the next bike build. God, what a waste of 5 minutes of your life. I do apologise. Basically, I'm not bent. Hopefully these wheels aren't bent, and if they do get bent, I'll tell you they got bent, regardless of whether Mavic is sponsoring the channel or not. That would have made it a lot clearer, innit? So, as I've wasted enough of your time, let's just say, hope you've enjoyed watching this, hope you found it useful. Thanks to Mavic for sending them in. Like, subscribe, click for notification, give this a thumbs up like, recommend it to your friends, but obviously warn them I have a horrible tendency to just go rattling on without being entirely relevant, even when I go to the trouble of making a script with some facts on. But if you're okay with that, hopefully they'll be okay with that as well. And if you really like what I'm doing on the channel, I don't think I've earned it with this one, if I'm brutally honest. I wouldn't expect anyone to subscribe on Patreon after watching this rubbish. But hopefully I'll clean up my act for future videos, so make sure that you tune in for those. But for now, I've been Guy Kesteven on Guy Kes TV, talking about the new Mavic CrossTrail SL and CrossMax SLS mountain bike wheels.